Hello, what is up, you fucking nerds? Welcome to Creepy Nibs. I'm Kaco. Today, we are going to be talking about this pen that you see before you and also before me. But I saw it before you because I've had this for 20 days, and I don't know if you've had this or not. But yeah, I saw it first. It's mine. Anyway, start off with saying that I almost absolutely love this pen, almost more than all my other pens. I'll get into why the relationship is a tad bittersweet in a bit. But first, we're going to talk about how this pen arrived to me. I got it from AliExpress. I paid $18.81 for it. It arrived in approximately 13 days. So that wasn't too bad. And it came in this, well, an envelope, of course, and then also in this navy blue pen sleeve. It's darker in person. I don't know why the light's making it all like, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. I am kind of, okay, couldn't put a black pen sleeve on that. Nitpicky. Anyway, so, pop cap. And let's get a focus on that. It has a black nib. $20 black nib. And it's not in fugly colors like the goddamn Kaco Perkio. So yeah. And it's got a triangle grip section. And I've already rotated the nib, which I probably would not recommend doing for most people because, I don't know, there was some creaking and it didn't sound too nice. To my knowledge, this is a Schmidt nib. Has the Kaco logo. I almost said Kaco. Germany, extra fine. And it's just a beautiful nib. Oh, it's so fantastic. I love it. It's made of Macrolon, which feels very nice, especially if you'd like slide it into your pocket and not clip it to your pocket. Don't fucking do that. It has a nice warm sensation to it, and it feels so nice. Writing with this pen is a fantastic experience, and I want everybody to try it at some point because this pen writes like a dream. On the bottom it says F, which stands for fountain pen. So yeah, and it totally would be aligned with the nib if I didn't move it. So like this top line here, and it's like perfect alignment. It's great. But I moved it. So then this unscrews, and let's see if I can get that to do things. Is that better? Do you see it? There's that notch there, which matches up to, maybe you can see it, those little notches on the side. So when you're screwing this on and screwing it back in, it's regular threading, and then about here there's a little bit of resistance, and then it just kind of, it doesn't click, it just kind of, it's an inaudible click. It would click if it made a sound, but it doesn't. So that's really satisfying. You know that's not going anywhere. It's translucent black in the grip section. And you see a little metal thing there, which I believe holds the feet in place. I'm not going to take the nib and feet out because, like I mentioned earlier, it made some sounds that I wasn't too much a fan of. Yeah, It's good stuff. It also comes with a Schmidt converter, which I don't have any issues with. It's nice, and you can kind of see that I've extended the joke of the pen sleeve with the ink. We'll talk about that in a bit. Whoop. So yeah, parts of the pen, absolutely fantastically majestic. There's an inner cap liner there that's really effective. I've never had a problem with this pen hard starting. Not once, not even for a second. I've gone through about a converter and a 3/4. I forgot how to say more. Anyway, of ink so far in this, and writing experiences have been absolutely fantastic. I could do without this piece from the injection molding in the top, but whatevs, it's cool. It'd be nice if they had a little black finial, that'd be sexy, and a metal clip. So, yeah. So about that thing that I didn't like, this has a plastic clip that I'm not even going to attempt to, like, try and show you how it works, or if it works, or what it does, and how far it goes, and stuff like that, because it feels fragile as hell. Just, it moves around a little bit here, and I'm just like, nope. So when this eventually snaps off, I could probably, like, kind of sand it into a roll stop. But hopefully it won't snap off, because it'd be really easy to if I ever try to clip it to anything whatsoever, except maybe like a piece of Tomoe River might be safe. But even then, like, what if you pick up the paper and you don't know the pen's attached to it, and then the weight of the pen just snaps the clip off? I don't know. These things can happen. So yeah, this clip is already effectively a roll stop. So that's that. I'm going to compare it with a couple other of my all black everything pens, because that's pretty much why I bought this, is because I wanted to see how Macrolon feels, and I'm a sucker for all black everything all the time forever. So here it is with this guy, which many will know as a Lamy Safari, even though it's not. And then this is a Kaco Allsport, and the writing on the Kaco cap is messing up with my orientation of the pens. So we're going to post these guys. Jute. Jute. We'll line them up at the nib. Oh. Stay, please. Unscrewing things. Yeah. Better. Butter. And just... Oh, let's get that one next to the microphone. Satisfying click. I love it. It's fantastic. So yeah, this also posts nicely. Jute. And yeah, it's a little bit longer than the Safari when it's posted. Is that better? Yeah. I don't know, sorry. But yeah. It's also, I don't know, the nib doesn't seem too different from the Kaco nib, a little larger maybe. But it almost looks blacker. But maybe that's just some of the nib creep sheening on the Kaco. I don't know. That might be a thing. That probably wasn't in focus at all. Is it now? I'm sorry. This is awful. Focus, please, and thank you. I'm gonna cry. Metaphorically. So yeah, there you go. Just comparison of those nibs. And the Lamy nib looks gray by comparison. Like, you can barely tell it's black, which I'm kind of salty about. Anyway, so there's that. Probably should have used a white background, but that'll throw off the white balance. Alright, so, yeah. I'm gonna be back in a second with a pad of Mnemosiny paper, because I love it. It's my fave. I'm going to show you how this writes, because it writes like a dream, and we'll get into that. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, so I said already twice, I'm sorry. Now I said it 3 times. Beetlejuice. So here we go. This is the ink I have in the pen. Mnemosyne Pleiades Blue Black. Which does a pretty decent job of matching the color of the pen sleeve. Exposure is a little much, so maybe we'll just tilt it that way. See the color better. So yeah, I love that ink. Probably my favorite blue. Even though it's blue black, but still it's blue. So let's zoom in a little bit. Here we are. Oh, in posted, the cap doesn't do anything to add to any kind of weight. This pen is light, like really light. I'll put measurements, at least of that, in the description box. So I'm going to use it unposted just for this. Oh, almost misspelled it. Why can't I write today? What? Of course, it's because I'm trying to do it on camera. That's the thing. Two. Because there was a Kaco Sky one. I keep wanting to say Kaco. Someone punch me. But it was different. And I don't think it had a black nib. So I have zero interest. Anyway. And I have got to say that this is the smoothest nib of this that can produce a line of this size that I've ever used. Extra fines are like my jam. I love them. The same with like broads. I don't know, I like super extra fine nibs and like giant broad nibs. Because I'm weird like that and deal with extremes. So this is nice. And you could feel maybe a little bit of feedback. Not really. You definitely can't hear anything when you write with it. It's just like gliding. So this is fantastic. I will compare it quickly with, or as quickly as I can, with nibs from different brands that are also extra fines. Cap that. Pilot extra fine in a Kaco No, which is definitely finer because this is a German nib. But it's a lot finer than any other German extra fine I've ever used. I love it. There's that. Let's zoom in a little more. Yeah, better. Alrighty. These all have different inks, so it's not going to be the fairest comparison. Alrighty, so there's those. Let's get that better in front of the camera if I can not drop it. So yeah, it's finer than the TWSBI Eco, and also way smoother. And I think I might have done something to this Wingsung nib and then forgot about it, like tried to make a little stub. So that probably affected the writing, because that was the scratchiest. Kaco no is definitely finer than all of the others, because it is what it is, and I just smeared it because I'm an idiot. This is Noodler's Proctor's Ledge, this is Nemesign Eelis Palace Red, and this is Aurora Black, for your information. So yeah, that was that. Here's the writing sample. Absolutely awesome. And of course, something I forgot to mention when I was talking about the nib and the feed and stuff, probably are not going to be able to see. But the feet definitely touches with the nib at the part where it meets there. But when I was switching the nib around, oh come on, can we not do this game? You can't see it, but there's a space in between, like the nib and the feed before this part, so it holds like a little like gap of ink. And at first I thought there was going to be something wrong with it when writing, but this has given me no problems, as I have mentioned. So that's that. This is an absolutely fantastic pen. I would recommend it to anybody and everybody, as long as you can deal with the grip section. This is awesome. I am like sacrificing every goat I find that they come out with this in a pen with a better cap, just a different cap. Keep everything else the same, just better cap. That's all we need. That and an all black Pilot Prera that like might be my dream pen, but that's completely irrelevant and another video entirely. So I hope you've had fun. I had fun. This was great. I love this pen. Did I say I love this pen? Because I love this pen. Yeah, that's that. Kaco Sky 2. That's 4. 2. So there we go. Good stuff. I hope you have the worst day of your life, and by that I mean the best, because I'm using Adam's Family vernacular, and that's that. Bye-bye. Alright, and here, okay, so here it is with an actual Wingsung 3003 extra fine nib. So that was, I believe it was broader than all of the others. So there you go. Sorry about that. Bye-bye again.